In Search of Darkness Part 2 is a 4+ hour sequel to the most celebrated 80s horror documentary in history, featuring 15 new interviews with the likes of Tom Savini, Robert Englund, Nancy Allen, Linnea Quigley, and over 40 returning favorites from Part 1, including John Carpenter, Sean S. Cunningham, Doug Bradley, and Barbara Crampton. Pre-order the documentary now and get a digital version of Part 1 for those who missed out. 3 posters, a collectible enamel pin, and your name listed in the credits. Just when you thought there was nothing left to say about 80s horror. Pre-orders end at midnight on Halloween. Follow the link in the description and join In Search of Darkness Part 2 today. Hey, what's up, people? pizowell here, and today I want to talk to you about 1992's Mikey. Now, this is partially going to be a review of the movie as well as a review of this MVD Rewind Collection Blu-ray release. A kind, loving couple who can't conceive decide to adopt. Adoption is a great thing. Unless you're adopting Mikey, that is. See, Mikey is a little twisted. Actually, he's a lot twisted. We soon discover that families who fostered Mikey have a strange tendency to wind up dead. Slowly but surely, Mikey's new adopted family begin to notice there's something off about him. But is it already too late? Mikey is the kind of movie that walks a fine line between being a disturbing portrait of a psychopathic child and a cheesy pseudo-slasher movie. We get moments where Mikey very calmly looks on while his foster sister slowly drowns, or a scene in which Mikey lays down on a grave and pretends to be dead to scare his new buddy. He then proceeds to tell his new friend that dead people aren't the ones to be scared of. Living people are. Then we have a scene where Mikey's looking at a picture of his buddy's hot sister while mutilating himself with a thumbtack. Mikey also has a penchant toward filming his murders and then rewatching them, Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer style. In other words, Mikey displays the cunning and brutality of a psychopath easily twice his age. It's all pretty dark stuff, which is why the film was banned in the UK. Then we're treated to dialogue like this. "You're the best teacher I ever had, but would you teach me one more thing? How to die." Mikey spouts at least one other one-liner like that with an emphasis on the word die, as if the director directed him to really make that word sound extra evil. The movie definitely wants to be taken seriously, and at times succeeds at being somewhat disturbing. However, Mikey relies too heavily on creepy kid movie cliches, and characters doing really stupid things just so Mikey can off them without them putting up much of a fight. Mikey wants to be the bad seed, but more often than not comes off looking more like the Pit. But hey, I love the Pit. Mikey sports a good cast, including John Deal, who I mostly remember from a myriad of bad guy roles. Here he plays Mikey's loving but oblivious foster dad. The lovely Ashley Lawrence plays Mikey's teacher, the only character in the movie with even a lick of sense. And Brian Bosnell is pretty good and pretty creepy at times as Mikey. The last act of Mikey is pretty ridiculous and would have only been made possible if every adult character in the film were to have miraculously become brain dead at the exact same time, which they all do, allowing this tiny 9-year-old to go all Michael Myers on him. Overall, Mikey is a fun time. It's got this 90s USA made-for-television movie kind of vibe. As a matter of fact, I think that's where I first saw Mikey for the first time in the early 90s. The performances are good, the cast is likable, the pacing is pretty tight. I recommend it. As for this Blu-ray release from the MVD Rewind collection, first, let's check out the presentation. This release comes with a slipcase sporting the Mikey artwork. I dig the old video store stickers on there. Horror, Please Rewind Me, video updates. It's a very nice touch. The back of the release, we have the plot synopsis, we have the list of special features, the credits, and the technical specs. The sleeve sports the same artwork on the front and the back. There is the disc for Mikey. And this release comes with a mini poster sporting the same artwork on the slipcase and the sleeve. As far as picture quality and sound quality are concerned, the back of this release doesn't note any kind of new transfer or elaborate restoration. It just says high definition Blu-ray 1080p presentation, but I thought the picture quality was pretty solid. I'd give it a 3.5 out of 5. Same with the audio quality. I thought Mikey looked and sounded pretty good. on this Blu-ray release. As far as extras are concerned, first up we have The Making of Mikey. It's 1 hour, 27 minutes, and 11 seconds in length. It includes interviews with director Dennis Dempster, producer and editor Naha Zahavi, I'm sorry if I mispronounced that name, director of photography Thomas Jewett, and actor Brian Bonsall. They discuss the inception of the film and finding the right director to direct it. Brian Bonsall discusses his early career on Family Ties and getting cast in Mikey. They discuss the tight budget and shooting schedule. The director discusses his early career as a child actor, helping him when it came to directing a child actor. They discuss shooting on location in Arizona. They discuss some of the effects in the film, the post-production process, their thoughts on the film today, and much more. Next, we have Mikey, Anatomy of a Scene. It's 13 minutes and 36 seconds in length, in which director Dennis Dempster breaks down and provides commentary to a sequence from the film. This is a really nice Blu-ray release for Mikey from the fine folks over at the MVD Rewind Collection. The picture quality and the sound quality are solid, and we get that darn near feature-length making of documentary. If you're a fan of Mikey, this release is a no-brainer. I'll post a link to the MVD Rewind Collection's website in the description. Go over and check them out. If you've seen Mikey, please let me know your thoughts on the film down in the comments section below. If you like this video, please leave it a thumbs up and share it on social media. If you're not following me on social media, those links are in the description. As always, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys out there are all having a great, safe, healthy, and happy Halloween season. Take care, and until next time, peace. A big thank you to all my awesome Patreon supporters. I appreciate your generosity and support of my channel. Become a patron today and join me for monthly live streams and have a say in what movies I review on my channel. Patreon.com/pizowell or follow the link in the description. Say hello to the internet, Jeremy.
Hello to the internet.